All right, good evening. I want to start out with a Bible verse that I have that I feel like reflects what I have to talk about today. It's Luke 12:48, which reads, "But someone who does not know and then does something wrong will be punished only lightly. When someone has been given much, much will be required in return. And when someone has been entrusted with much, even more will be required." What I take away from that is that if you want something, you have to put in the work for it, and it doesn't come stuff doesn't come easy if you don't put in the effort for it. When you go off to college, you already have a good mindset of who you are and what you want to do. I, along with hundreds of other college freshmen, stepped on the campus of Taylor University with that same idea. The tricky part is that, are you planning exactly what you desire? I thought I had a passion for computer engineering and wanted to pursue a career in that field. However, early in my first semester, I realized that my plans weren't necessarily God's plans, and maybe that there was a different career path for me. Many college freshmen have similar experiences and start on one path, yet they end on a completely different one. According to the National Center for Education, about 80% of U.S. college students change their major at least once. These students, like me, will develop different passions, change their major, and seek new careers that evolve after college has begun. For starters, I have 2 points that I want to make about choosing the right major for you in specific. And first, I want to say, deciding on the right major for you, you have to decide on what makes you happy and what drives you, what's your passions. Think about what drives you, what makes you stand up and do something as soon as you think about it. That right there is your passion. Something that you care deeply about. An article that was talking about passion, interviewed by Carmen Gallo interviewed Apple CEO Steve Jobs. Jobs claimed that the credit of his success falls on his passion for what he was doing. He even said, "People with passion can change the world for the better." Meaning that if you follow your passion, then you will reap the success from that. And the second point I want to make is, how do you see yourself benefiting from that major? In other words, how do you think that you can be successful from that major that you decided? Another view to look at is how will choosing your specific major help you in the long run. A blogger site posted by Penn State called The Mentor speaks on how it is important to weigh in factual research and to do some self-reflection upon deciding on a major. With that, my own self-reflection led me to change my major, and I feel as if I'm more level-minded as ever. I changed my major from computer engineering to business management following my freshman year. For me, I felt this was the best decision for me because I felt more comfortable in the business management field. I went in with computer engineering just because I thought that was, I'd be more successful with that. I was thinking about the money. I wasn't actually thinking about the actual factual evidence and what it would take to go into that field. I didn't think about the classes that I would have to take, and in the long run, that hurt me. But after doing some soul searching and, again, my self-reflection, I realized that my passions lied in with business management and starting my own business and being an entrepreneur. With that, I want to say that having to change your major is not necessarily the end of the world. Between 20 and 50% of students go into college as undecided, meaning that they haven't chosen a major yet. You should not rush on deciding a major because it will come to you in the long run. In conclusion, I want to say that college takes work and time. As much effort as you put into something is as much benefits, as much of the benefits that you will be able to reap from it. It is easier to put that time and effort into something you are passionate about, whereas trying to study and stay committed to something that you don't necessarily care about. It is important to listen to what God has to say because He already has that plan laid out for you. For everyone, not to base it just, I'm sorry. He already has that. He has that plan laid out for you. It is up to us whether or not we follow that plan that God has for us. But it would always be in our heart. What I have learned from my recent experience with college is that it is never okay to just settle. If you don't feel comfortable in the situation that you are in, then what that takes is. What I have learned from my recent experience with college is that it is never okay to just settle. If you don't feel comfortable in the situation, then it's best to do some self-reflection of yourself and make it change. And maybe do something that you change it up, and maybe do something that you feel that you're more passionate about. And that's it.